Hola, teen.
Hey, very good, Norm. But remember, we're back home now.
Got my AC/DC t-shirt on, teen.
I know, a new one.
Great Australian band. Throw another shrimp on the barbie.
So what do we do when we get back home, hey, Norm?
We make that pilgrimage, teen.
And we are straight down to Giant Tiger to see what they've got. We got two.
Two good ones.
Yeah. And they were on clearance.
They were $6.
Yeah, that was quite the deal.
I always say if you don't like the t-shirt, then you can still polish your car with it.
Yeah, but you look great in it, Norm.
So, teen, we've been away for 76 days.
Wow. Yes, we have.
Well, were we in the slammer? Did we go to prison?
No, we were on our winter vacation.
In the Algarve.
Correct. And we didn't do anything illegal either.
No, we didn't overstay our welcome.
No.
So we left the Schengen region
Yes.
within 76 days, and we were sure to get that stamp on our passport.
Yeah.
So we're all nice and legal.
Yeah, and we didn't break the 90-day rule, did we?
No, we didn't.
No, and what was really funny was that was the one question when we landed was we were asked, what day are you leaving?
Yeah.
So just to let you know, it is monitored, guys.
Lots of our viewers have left comments on some of the Algarve movies that we put up while we were away, and a good many of you have asked how much it cost. So we decided not to tell you.
So we thought we would chat about that today.
Yes, I'm only joking. How much did 76 days in the Algarve over winter time, avoiding snow, ice that didn't materialize?
Yeah, no, that's true, because they had a really mild winter here. Well, I think we should start with the flight and how we got there, Norm.
So Air Transat.
Yes.
Toronto Pearson Airport to Faro International Airport, direct flight.
Great.
Our flight was 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
And Tina forced me, against my will, to book
club class.
Oh dear.
And it was awesome.
Money no object.
I thought we deserved it, so we decided to treat ourselves, didn't we?
And the advantage
Yes.
of club class on Air Transat is the seats are just in twos.
Yes.
There's no three seats. So
I really like that.
so there was none of the being squashed together.
No. And we had great service, wonderful flight, wonderful food. It was really excellent.
So how much did this extravagance cost us, Tina?
It cost us $3,625 each.
Each.
Or $72.50 for the two of us. Return.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we did splash out,
Yeah.
and we're joking apart. We decided that when we travel, we like to do that, and we can
Yes.
afford to do it. If we had gone economy ticket, Tin, what would it have cost?
We could have then gone for around $1,050 each, or 2,100 Canadian dollars for the two of you for a return trip.
In economy.
So we're looking at about a $5,000 difference, and I thought it was well worth it.
I suppose the old adage is you can't take it with you.
No, so we might as well spend it.
We got to Faro.
Yep.
About 8 o'clock in the morning, I guess.
It was really early, wasn't it?
Sailed through the customs.
Yeah.
Because being in club class, we were the first off.
Yeah,
we had no checked
It
baggage.
was great.
We were like second in line for passport control.
Yeah, it was really good, wasn't it?
It was.
And we had booked a transfer to go to Tavira, and that was going to be our first stop, wasn't it?
So the driver was there, had our little name tag,
Yeah.
and he took us to Tavira.
Yeah.
And we had booked a room at the Residence Maris.
Yes.
And that's a hotel right on the river opposite the ferry terminal. There really isn't a terminal. It's just where the ferry moors.
Stops.
It stops.
It was a beautiful location, really interesting, wasn't it?
And we paid extra.
Yeah, to get the balcony room.
So we had a balcony room, river view. And we always tend to do that because I do photography, I do video for stock photography, and it's a great vantage point for filming in Tavira. So it was worth every penny to us. We got our breakfast included, and we were there for 2 weeks.
And of course, the view for the New Year's Eve fireworks was absolutely priceless.
I think we should tell the viewers, we were there from the 29th of December to March
the 12th.
Right.
So 76 days in total.
And from our balcony, we could see the fireworks that were being let off from the bridge on the right-hand side. They closed the bridge.
Yeah.
And spectacular.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Plus there was a concert in the square.
Yeah, and masses of people all underneath our balcony, all
Hundreds.
walking along, all drinking, and you wouldn't be allowed to do that in Canada, would you?
Having a merry old time.
It was fantastic. We loved it.
So then we ordered a transfer, a car transfer from Hotel Maris to Albufeira. And how did that work out, Tin?
That was awesome. That did cost us a total of €75. But I should just say that our total cost for the 2-week stay at the Maris cost us €1,075.46 for 2 weeks, or 1,582.59 Canadian dollars, which we thought was nice.
And it was bed and breakfast, and it was a boutique-style hotel in a historic building.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that we were both impressed with was the standard of cleaning in the hotel. Was absolutely wonderful. They had, our room had ceramic tiles on the floor, and they mopped those floors every day. It was really, really good.
It smelled really fresh when we came back into the room.
It was very nice, and the breakfast was great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we loved it. And
lots of choice.
So we were really glad that we sort of tagged or put first that 2 weeks before our 2-month stay. It was quite a treat for us, and we hadn't stayed in Tavira before. And it's a beautiful little town, and we really enjoyed it.
And we got to know Tavira so much more. We'd only ever been there on a day trip before.
It was nice.
And we could see ourselves staying in Tavira for a month easily.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Just a beautiful spot. And we were glad that we chose to stay there.
So I guess once we took our lovely taxi, well, actually it was a Mercedes minibus.
It was a private hire.
From Tavira to Albufeira, and it took us right to the doorstep of the Hotel Luna Solitude, where we spent our first month.
It was indeed, and we had been to this hotel before, so we knew what to expect. They did give us a nice room with a large balcony.
Oh, it was very nice, wasn't it?
Instead of the room prior to that, the 4 years before, which was the balcony was cut in two.
Yeah, this was lovely, the big balcony, wasn't it?
And we were in a different position, so we were more to the middle of the hotel. So that opened up the angle to the sea view.
Yeah, it was really nice, wasn't it?
So that was a 1-bedroom apartment with a kitchen, and it was good enough.
Yeah, it was very nice. And that cost us for the month, we paid €1,596 or 2,349.59 Canadian dollars for the month.
So we got there
Yeah.
in the middle of January, and for the first week there was nothing happening. There was no happy hours. There was place.
It was quiet.
Place
dead.
was quiet,
Wasn't it?
but there were lots of people who knew us in the
Oh, yeah.
hotel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was really busy for people.
And then after a couple of weeks, the happy hours started.
Yes, and that was great. They did a happy hour from 5 till 7. And again, we met lots of people there, and we know that there was a couple of bus tours there, and particularly a few bus tours from Ottawa, apparently.
Yeah.
And they were in some big groups there. So we did meet quite a lot of people at the happy hour, and that was really enjoyable.
Lots
wasn't
of our
it?
viewers, and thank you to on 2 separate occasions, the people who bought us
Drinks.
drinks.
Yes, that was very nice, wasn't
That
it?
was very touching. Thank you. We booked the room. We tried to do for 2 months when we were in Canada before we went, and it wouldn't take the dates.
No.
We hadn't realized that 4 weeks was the maximum. So we just booked 4 weeks, and then we thought we would have to book another hotel.
Yeah.
So what we have learned is if you want to be in these hotels in the Algarve, they all seem to have this 4 weeks maximum, but you can book back to back. So book a month and then log out, book another month, and it should work out.
So that's obviously the answer if you want to do 2 months. We didn't know that at the time, so then we had to find somewhere else to go for our second month.
And that hotel was?
The Hotel Paladin.
And that was about 2 streets over, right on the main drag, opposite the Watches roundabout and Pingo Dos.
In fact, it was a great position, wasn't it?
Probably one of the best positions in town.
Yeah. Although the hotel itself was, we felt, a lot more dated and a lot more older than the Lunar Solitude, didn't we? Yeah.
If we were being polite, we would call the rooms tired.
Tired, that's being very polite.
I would say more like in a coma.
Yeah, that's very true. And even after a month, you weren't really waking up from that coma. We won't be going back to that place, will we? No.
The furniture was terrible.
Yeah.
It was a 1-bedroom with a kitchen.
It's in the same as the other one, but...
The service of cleaning your room was just
absolutely
terrible. They never swept or mopped the floor.
No.
All they did was make the bed and change the towels. They didn't clean the bath. They didn't clean the wash-on basin. And of course, they won't touch your kitchen area.
No.
That's down to you.
Yeah, they actually put signs up, don't they? No cleaning at all in the kitchen area. You have to do all that yourself.
What we didn't like about the Paladin is they have rules for everything.
Yeah.
And it's just ridiculous.
Too many rules. Whereas in the Solitude, they were a lot more easygoing. And anything we asked for, they accommodated us with. And we liked that.
Very much so. And the shocking thing about the Paladin is when we got into the room on the check-in, there was no lock on the door from the inside.
Oh, no, there wasn't.
So you couldn't, you know how you have that deadbolt?
Yeah, there
wasn't one.
No.
They had a chain, but the chain was broken. And there was half a dozen things like that we had to go back to the reception and say,
this doesn't work.
How do we secure the door? The chain doesn't work. There's no deadbolt. So they did send somebody up. They put a new chain on.
Yeah, we got that fixed. We couldn't get the fire stick to work. That was a bit of a disaster. So we had to have a maintenance guy come. In the end, he did manage to get the fire stick to work for us, but we had to have long plugs and everything.
He brought an extension cord with 3 outlets on. One quick tip. If you're going to be staying in somewhere like that or an Airbnb, we bought a lock that secures any hotel room, any door, and we got that off Amazon for about $14. So we used that in this hotel to secure it, to lock it, and nobody could get in and out. And if you're interested in it, we'll put a link in the description.
And we felt very safe because of that, didn't we?
We did. Without it, we wouldn't have.
Because there was no way anybody who had like a master key could have just walked straight in.
Yeah.
So we were quite pleased that we took that with us, didn't we?
Now, the Paladin has a lot more going on than the Luna Solacue. So they have a bar that's quite active. They have a restaurant that was open because they do offer breakfast to guests. You can buy breakfast for €30.
It was so expensive, wasn't it?
So we... and I love watching Formula One. So the very first race of the Formula One season was while we were at the Paladin. And they did put it on in their bar. And funnily enough, there was about 10 people watching it who were all wanting to see it.
That was rather nice, wasn't it? We did enjoy that. We went down there and watched the Formula One and had drinks in the bar.
And we had drinks at the bar, yeah.
That was very enjoyable, wasn't it?
Very much so.
And the funny thing was, because we were there a little later, we were now moving into the second month included Valentine's Day, and it was moving into the month of March. Yeah. So our second month did cost us more than the Luna Solacue. Mm-hmm. So we actually paid €1702 or 2,505.64 Canadian dollars for the Paladin. So it did cost us a couple of hundred more, but it was because we were moving further into the season.
And our honest review would be, it's not worth that money, but they can get the money. The hotel was sold out.
Yeah, they have. It's unbelievable. In fact, all of them, the Solacue, the Paladin, we met lots of people at the Solimar, like all the other ones. They have no trouble in being fully booked in these places, and everybody is paying around €1,600 to €1,800 per month. It's unbelievably expensive, but they have no problem. They're full.
No.
They're full. So either we have to change our way of thinking, Norm, or something, not sure.
So transport, first time in Portugal that we have not rented a car.
Yes.
How did that go for us?
I think it was great. I think that it was a lot more relaxing, and because you do all the driving normally, you didn't have that stress level, did you?
No, and part of the stress that I suffer from is, people scratching the car or denting it in a parking lot. Where are you going to park it securely, that it won't get vandalized or stolen? Yeah. None of that.
No.
So it was far less stressful not having the car. Yeah. And we did other things to get around, such as...
We went to get the senior monthly gyro bus pass.
So that's the local Albufeira bus service. Yeah. But Albufeira is such a large city, municipality, that the bus goes all the way out to the place I can't pronounce.
Ange de Aqua.
Right.
It goes out there. It goes out to the other big shopping centre.
The Algarve shopping centre.
So we went up there.
And where the piri piri chicken comes from, it goes to there.
To
Guia.
It
and
goes
it also
there
goes
too.
to the train station.
It does. We didn't do that one, did we?
Didn't.
No, but it goes all around the place, and we did hop on that a lot, didn't we?
So that runs for a calendar month.
Yeah.
You can buy the card up to about 3 days before the month starts. So we went up to the bus station. You have to bring your passports with you. They want to see those.
Yeah, very official, wasn't it?
And so we had it from February the 1st to February the 29th, because it was leap year. So what were the costs of those, Teen?
So that cost us $12.50 for the actual monthly fee and €5 for the card. So it cost us $17.50 each.
Euros.
Yeah, euros, or 25.76 Canadian dollars, which we thought was quite reasonable for the amount of trips that we got on it.
Very much so.
We did a lot of trips on it.
They have a zone 1 and a zone 2
Yeah.
system, so you could pay up to $250 to go to a zone 2 area.
Yeah, and that was every time you went on, so that would soon mount up.
So we got our money's worth.
Yeah.
We broke even about halfway through the month and would highly recommend it. And the buses are electric.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely stunning.
A lot of fun, aren't they?
They really are. So to get us out of town, team, because here we are in Albufeira, we don't have a car, how are we going to get to all those towns nearby?
We took the Vamoose bus.
Fast Vamoose.
Yes, and we shot out on day trips and we went to quite a few different places. We went to Faro, we went to Quatira, we went to Villamora, and we also went to Luli, which is one of our favourite places.
And the
it was
Vamoose
great.
bus,
Yeah.
you can buy, you can download onto your phone or app and get a discount on the bus fares. We didn't do that.
No.
We didn't think we would use them often enough to be bothered with that. So each bus ride, basically on a Vamoose bus, costs around €511 to €580. And that's whether you go to Luli, Villamora, Quatira, or Faro.
Yeah.
And we found that as being great value. And the Vamoose buses are like a coach. It's not a city bus, so it's quite luxurious.
Yeah.
And
so really each day trip that we took cost us around 23-20 euros return for the two of us, which we thought was a very reasonable way to get a day out.
It was indeed.
Yeah.
So
we were quite impressed
So we
with
totally
that.
spent on Vamoose.
Probably about nearly $75.
Right.
We did like 4 different day trips
Right.
on that one.
And then to infill that and the gyro bus, we used Bolt. We downloaded the Bolt app, which is a ride share, very similar to Uber. And we had 5 rides.
Yeah.
And how much did we spend on those, team?
They cost us €17.46
In total.
or 25.70 Canadian dollars, which averaged out to be about €350 per ride, which we thought was pretty economical.
And
Yeah,
the
that was
shocking
great.
thing, you know
Yeah.
how we like to be shocked, is you would order the Bolt ride
Yeah.
and it would arrive in 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, and you get a little map and the little
And the little
cars
cars
coming
going down the road.
So, and then we used to stand outside, didn't we,
Yeah.
waiting for it to come, and it'll tell you the number plate of the car.
Oftentimes we would order it
Yeah, and
in
if-
the apartment, in the hotel,
The
and
time
we
we
couldn't
get-
get down quick enough. It was
Before
there.
it was there, very fast, very good service. We were impressed with that, weren't we?
We were indeed.
Yeah.
So highly recommend Bolt. And then we did use Uber Eats, just because I already had the account set up, for food delivery, getting our Indian curry delivered to us.
We did. We had that a couple of times. That was very enjoyable. We liked that.
And just remember, they won't deliver it to your room door. You have to go outside the hotel and meet them,
And
that's the way it works.
It worked very well, didn't it?
Very much so. Yeah. So these prices that we're telling you do not include food or alcohol.
No.
Because everybody's choices are different. We cook a lot when we're there. A lot of people eat out.
Yeah.
So food is separate from all these prices. We should really say, Tim, that we were so overwhelmed by the people that we met. We met so many people. We felt we were amongst friends.
Yeah.
We were so blessed with that. We would walk down the street and somebody would say, "Hey, you got a YouTube channel." And then we would have a 5 or 10 minute conversation.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Yeah. We were actually totally overwhelmed by how many people recognized us. Can we do a selfie? And they'd be getting the cameras out, or we'd be taking pictures, and we really enjoyed it, even though we were overwhelmed. Yeah.
So thanks to each and every one of you who were brave enough to to say hello to us.
Yeah, and also to the people who bought us drinks in the happy hour.
That was wonderful.
Yeah, that
Thank you
was
so
great
much.
too.
If you enjoy videos like this, our surprise is that we already have our next trip booked, and it's going to be in April. And we're heading out on another adventure. And if you would like to be informed of that, just subscribe to our channel and it'll pop up, and then you'll see where we get to in April. So we hope everybody's keeping well.
And staying safe.
And until the next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.